this week we are just doing some test streams. Those test streams include some Minecraft. Just some general Minecraft. Here on what would be our normal Windows machine. You'll want to come back Thursday, though. You'll want to come back Thursday. Because I'm now dual booting with Linux. I'll go over all the technical, nerdy, widgety things then. But suffice it to say, I'll be streaming from the Linux side on Thursday to test that to make sure it's working. And Minecraft's a good game on both sides to do that testing on. So, let's get started here. Hear the game now. We're just getting some things set up. This is the first time I've been in Minecraft on this machine, and it is music down to half. Yeah, that's fine for now. Oh, that off. Yes. No resource packs at the moment. No Optifine, no extra stuff right now. Mainly because I don't play Minecraft on this machine anymore. Go figure. So, multiplayer, caution online play. Oh, right. I'm going to have to... Hang on. Nope. And Windows Firewall wants me to let Java through. Yes. Add a server. Done. Server. Done. Me can't resolve host name. Because I can't spell. Hey, there we go. Yes. Though, I have to fix the resource pack for 1.16. Look! Rear! My frame rate. Oh. Unnecessarily high because I have no shaders, no high res textures, none of that. Here's my chateau. This world is fairly new. That's why I've got iron. But I did find armor for my horsey. I found 2 armors. And I've got just this here. All my stuff. The inside's not done yet. That's what I'm going to be working on tonight. The inside's very plain. The attic's not looking too bad. The attic. It's got some trusses in here. Rafters. Not looking too bad. Got my lanterns. Not looking too bad up there. I've placed my bed where my bedroom's going to be. So we'll have a wall here where this chest is. But I guess I'll start by showing you around. I guess that's a good start, isn't it? Oh. In the morning. I'll show you around in the morning. But yeah, the plan for tonight's stream is simply to make sure that I have my OBS set the way I want it. I've got it up here. And just make sure that everything is working as expected. On that note, let's... You know, I never liked that Minecraft minimizes itself when it's not the focus. I always found that weird. Streamlabs. Where is Streamlabs? There it is. Focus! Tony, focus. There we go. We're back. I've got my things up. Let's do a quick widget test. No, I don't want themes. Seriously, Streamlabs. I'm not paying you a ton of stuff right now. Hey! Looks like things are working. Cool. So let's pull up that. And back in here. Perfect. Alright. Now let's show you around. Let's go hop on horsey. I haven't thought of a name for my horse yet. Guys, give me a name. Oh, the lead I stole from a wandering trader that I killed. So this is super low-tech tree farm. Oak. Bruce, yeah. This is my Bruce Wayne tunnel. And the mother of all spruce trees. Do not ask how long it takes to chop that down. Nope. And I live on the edge of 2 flower forests, so I have relatively easy access to dyes. And if I come around the hill here, this is where I found my horses. Like this guy here, he's pretty. I like him. Right around here. We've got a little village that I lived in at the beginning. The spawn for my world is like way off that way. But I've got this little village. This is the farm I started here in the village. We do have a couple guys that are out and about. Just a couple. Who seem to be spawning golems. That's nice. Boop. Tie you to the... But down here... We've got a super low-tech villager breeder place. Basically a place with a bunch of beds so that I can throw carrots in their face and make them have their little orgies. Give me more villagers. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with this village eventually. I've got a prototype for design of a wall that I want to put around the village. And chests to store all the requisite materials. That's part of the reason I've got the tree farm over there. So I'm going to need sweet berries, cobble, and lots of spruce. And if you come around, you can see it's this would be the outside. So we'll have these little towers here that I'm rather proud of, with a campfire on top. Around at points along the wall. And then here's the wall. This is how I consider transitioning upwards. And then all along the wall we'll have berry bushes to keep the Betties from scaling said wall. Yes, I know they don't do that. I know it's not necessary. I know I could just throw fences around the village and call it a day, but what fun is that? What fun would that be? Oh, and this is my super mini sheep farm where I can come dye them and get the wool of whatever color I want. My lead. And then, where was it? I think over that way somewhere there's a raider outpost. A pillager outpost. But if we head back this way, head back to the chateau. My chateau is there not just because it's a flower forest. And I like flower forests because they're pretty. But we're also there for another reason. You know what? Hang on. Let's get you guys some music. There we go. Some music, yes. Music that is not playing. It is indeed playing. It's just being weird. Right about there. That's probably good. That's a hole. I need to fill in those holes. So why did I build over here when the village I'm going to be working on is over there? Well, I did it because as I was caving in the early days, I came across a thing. The thing of which is down here. I came across that guy. Oh, you can't see past it. Skelly spawners. Which means... Yep. And we just spawned some. I can go all the way down here. Now this is super basic. They're literally just dropping down. Like 3 blocks. I have not been to the nether yet, so I do not have soul sand to make an elevator to bring them up, drop them down so they're one hit. But I can get XP, bones to accelerate my wood farm, and other farms, white dye, things of that nature. And then I can store the various things that I collect in these chests. Down here goes all the way down to diamond level where I can do proper mining. I don't remember where this went. Right, this is the ravine. The spawner's actually right up there. That's how I found it. Is I was running down this ravine and a skeleton dropped on my head. And then another one. And another one. And another one. And okay. But anyway, they were coming for the spawner up there, which opened into a cave opening, which then opened into this ravine, which meant they dropped on my head. Fun. So, climbed up there, lit it up, turned it into a bone farm. Super simple one because I'm a basic person. But my goal tonight is to find me some cows, get them breeded, so that I can start getting better food source than potatoes. Why am I'm so used to just running down this tunnel. I haven't had this spawner for very long. Alright, that's where some coal and iron was. No. Skeleton farm. And we'll come back up here. Hi, boys. Smack you. Smack you. I want to get some bookshelves. And start doing some enchantments. I don't know how much lapis I have, though. I might have to do some mining. But for now, The goal is cows. Cows. Need to get the cows. Need to get them in a pen. Need to get them breeding. And then we can get our books, our bookshelves. And then once that's all done... Can I sleep yet? No, I can't sleep yet. Now, I have seen cows spawn here occasionally. But they're pretty rare around here. It took me forever to get the sheep because they happened to spawn over there. And in the early days, while I was even just building my little chateau, this was my home. A bed and a campfire to cook food on. Oh. I'm dead, guys. Got more zombies under me. Alright. Oh, I can't have... Sorry, Minecraft music wins. Obviously, I do need to decorate the chateau better. And I am no master builder, so this was as creative as I got. This is the ceiling and floor of the attic. Down here, though, I did gray wool. Thought it kind of looked like a... well, what's it called? God, I can't think of the name of it, but that type of textured ceiling. But I like the outside. It's got bushes. It's got lighting all the way around it. I think I got a good contrast of colors. Threw in some mossy bricks that I got from the spawner area. I think it came out pretty good with the materials I had available to me. Since we are going to be wandering, let's empty. Oh, right. Zombie weapon smith head. Let's dump off all the unnecessary crap that I don't need to carry with me. I'll bring some wood and some cobble for now. Lanterns. I do need to put pressure plates on those. We'll bring just a little bit of wood just in case we need some. But I don't think we will. Sleep, thank you. First things first. We head to the village. And... Hello! Come with me. Cool. I can just literally drag you along here. Okay. And I think we'll just do a... No. In. Does it need to be bigger than this? How about now? There we go. There we go. Alright, 1 cow obtained. That makes my life easy. Let's go see if we can't root ourselves another cow. Here, cows. There was a zombie here. Ew. I want zombie meat. I have no interest in zombie jerky. Hello? Any cows? I don't want to go deep into the forest if I can avoid it because it's so hard to navigate back out of them. So it would be really nice if there was like one up here. Ooh, pig. You know what? Come with me, pig. Don't die, pig. Alright, pig. Pigs will go here. Pigs will go in this hole. Here, piggy. Into the hole, piggy. Thank you. Give me my lead. Thank you. Piggies. I know you like that spot, but come on, we've got more animals to find. Alright, let's see. I guess we'll just wander around here a bit. I know there's a field over there. Let's go check that field. It's a bit of a hill here. Next to the house. This lake is very square. It's kind of weird. Got some sheep back here, but no cow. Like to wrangle me up another... Chickens? Chickens would make for a good food source. Set up some sort of automatic chicken farm. Cow. 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 Come hither, cow. Come hither, cow. Cow is still with me. Oh, little cave there. I'll have to check that out. Cow is not with me. Cow, where is my lead? There it is. That's where it broke. Alright, let's not go too fast for the cow. He does have to... No, I said you're coming with me. Come on. Come, Mr. Moo Moo. Or Miss Moo Moo, whatever. Minecraft is not anatomically correct, so I can't tell. Come on. It's one block and some grass. Come on. Let's go. I've got a very nice... Oh, maybe a nice home for you. Come on. We'll do horsey side steps so you can keep up. Alright, flatland. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. And... Nope. I really should have gone and gotten some wheat ahead of time. Right. In the hole. In the hole. Come on. In the hole. Give me back my lead. Ah, I win. Let's go get some wheat. Some wheat and carrots make our lives a little easier. Then we can think about wrangling up some more animals. I don't know, do I set up some sort of redstone collection system? I don't know. We'll just tie you there for now. Oh, this really isn't... This really hasn't grown. Is my house not in range? It might not be. Alright, well, I don't need a whole lot right this minute, so let's just pick and choose based on what's done. And then we'll replant the rest. I mean, this'll get us started at least, I guess. And carrots. That was a carrot. I don't think I have any grown carrots. Oh, crap. Alright, I guess I'm off to get some... Wait. Nope, that wasn't finished either. Borrow this. Excuse me, sir. I need your bed. Sure. You got Bane of Arthropod sword. No. So I've got me a little bit of wheat. Let's throw these seeds in the composter. See if we can't get some carrots. Let's see. I need... We got a few carrots. We are going to have to come back after a visit to the Skelly farm for a while. I will not do that on stream. I will not bore you guys to death with bone farming. Once I've been to the Nether and I've been able to collect some of the fun stuff like magma blocks, then I can look at doing something more automated. But for now, let's tie up a horse. Tie you up there. We'll just go through the house. See if we can't find another piggy. Maybe another cow. We'll just see what's back here. I know there was Mr. Piggy over here, who I was about to grab until I saw the cow. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Seeds. I want to get some chickens. There we go. Seeds for chickens. Is that a donkey? There's another cow. Oh, I've collected 2 pigs now. Let's go. You know what? Let's grab all your friends here. Hello? Mr. Oink number 3. Let's get Mr. Oink number 4 here. Alright. Let's go. I should probably build a proper pen for you guys. Instead, I'm gonna stuff you in a hole. I'm such a horrible person. Oh, that's lava over there. Okay, let's avoid that. Oi! These pigs have a short attention span. Look at that. Come on, piggies. We're just gonna go back this way. We're gonna go this way. That's right, you can still see the carrot. I know, we'll do it this way. Come on. Follow the man with the carrot. I've only got 3 of them, so you'll have to draw straws to see who's the unlucky one. Don't worry, we'll figure out a way to get more carrots. Yeah, I'll probably flatten out over here. Make this the farm area for livestock. Come on, piggies. These pigs are really only good for food, aren't they? Alright. I need you, if you would be so kind as to go in there for me. You know, just kind of all of you. You can just in there, please. Mr. Oinkers. In you go. And in you. No. You're stubborn. In the hole. Get in the hole. It's very nice. All your friends are down there. Come on. There you go. No one likes a straggler. In. Come on. Fine, you don't want to work with me? Now I need one block down so I can... You're not good enough. There we go. And we'll just put torches down here so that... Nope. There we go. Just an... Nope. I've fallen in. Get off. Alright. Yeah, that's right. I only had the 2 of them down. Alright. So we've got the start of our farm. So now we need to build a pen. A proper pen to hold the animals. I don't think I want to put it out here. This is the entrance to my space. It's going to have a road going off to the village. Straight over there. Animals are not going here. down there is the entrance to the mine shaft. Animals are not going there. Come up through the house. Out this door is the pool. Animals are not going in the pool. Over here is the stairway to the Skelly farm. Animals are not going here. Which leaves where I was thinking before, back here. So I'm thinking we flatten from here and maybe to like here and then kind of clean it up here. And let's go to here and then back over to here. Yeah, that looks about right. And actually it's one block over. So I'll go get me the shovels and we'll flatten that down. I'll also need to get some sugar cane going. I have to find some of that. I know I've got some growing over by the village, but considering the most amount of wood that I've got tons of oak fences. Let's use up those. We'll grab some oak logs in case we need to make some more. Do I have a shovel made? I don't think so, and I'm running rather low. I do have a shovel that's in poor shape. Oh, but it's getting dark again. And I do not have a lot of iron at the moment. I need to do just a nice, calm mining session one of these days. I've got 7 bits of iron. So we'll have to make do with that. Here, have a sleep. Take a nap. Ah, much better. Now let's come out the back here. And let's start by digging to my torches. Now we're picking up eggs and stuff from the chickens. Now we can just dig it out. This is where the enchantments would be very, very helpful. And I am going to end up terraforming this up. So let's just take a... And that was the shovel. Alright, Plunk. We'll just take one new shovel. Look, that does look a little too square. But we'll worry about how it looks later. Oh, I was even further off than I thought. Alright, just dig this out, and then we can lay out our pens. Okay, guys, if you have an idea for what we should name the horse, let me know. I'm not that creative. I'd probably just name him Frank or something. He cannot be George. Hear me? He cannot be George. That's the cat's name. Kudos to anyone who gets the reference. I'm dating myself a little bit here, aren't I? Oh, hey, George. I feel sorry for kids these days. They will never know the joy that was Looney Tunes. And the back and forth. That was rabbit season, duck season. Now that we're in just buildy grindy mode. News of the day. No, I'm not talking politics. The biggest story that I've been following lately is actually the Epic versus Apple versus everybody fight. The whole free Fortnite thing. I don't play Fortnite. I don't care about Fortnite. It was fun for a whole of a few weeks, and I had enough. So I really don't care. And I don't typically play games on phones that much either. I really don't. So Fortnite getting kicked off of the App Store is not the end of the world for me. And you know what? Do I have any diamonds left? I might. Diamond shovels are cheap. I might not here. No, don't. Alright, iron shovels it is. Anyway. So, for those that aren't aware, Epic Games has, for a while now, actually, been deciding that the 30% cut that most digital stores take, and most physical stores, by the way, also take this cut, was too much. We first saw this whole thing come up when they released the Epic Games Store on PC and Mac. There was a whole debacle there about them taking exclusives from Steam and how they were angry upstarts, and I never got into the whole thing. I really don't care. The PC, personally, I think has too many different storefronts. We've got Epic, Steam, Origin, although it sounds like EA's ending Origin in some fashion. I think they've given up on it. Another story. But they came in saying Steam's 30% cut is outrageous and developers deserve more, so we're gonna take 12. Okay, fine. They signed in some exclusive deals, they did their thing, all fine and dandy. Do what you want, competition at its best. That works on the PC. That works on the Mac. Mobile devices are a different beast, simply because both Apple and Google curate their own app stores on their devices. Apple, I would argue, does more so than Google. But they both curate and review apps to a certain extent. And as such, on iPhone specifically, you cannot install apps from another source. And anyone that agrees to apps or agrees to certain contracts. And if you want all the details on this, the YouTube channel Hogue Law has a really good series on it. I will warn you, they are lengthy and chewy. But if you are really interested in this topic, they are a great plate. His videos are very in-depth and with far more insight into the process than I have. Oh, damn it. But basically what Epic did is they said, yeah, 30% is still too much, even on phones. And we don't want to pay that cut. So they decided that they were going to add their own payment option for $2 less on V-Bucks, their in-game currency thing, inside Fortnite. Now, there's a problem with that. The problem with that is the contracts they signed with Apple state that if you are going to have in-app purchases in your app, you must use Apple's in-app purchase process, which is where they take their 30% cut. And nuances of the legal argument aside, they broke their contract. They then went to, when Apple enforced their contract, saying, no, this was against it, and you didn't tell us you were going to do this, and kicked them off. Then began the whole free Fortnite media campaign and all the shenanigans that Tim Sweeney's known for. At the same time, they filed a lawsuit, and I forget in which circuit in the US, but it was a California court, where they claimed that Apple was being a monopolist and in violation of the Sherman Act in the United States. Now, the legal nuances and stuff aside, like I said, check out Hogue Law, H-O-G-E. Check out his video series on the subject if you want all the details and analysis. But suffice it to say, Epic went to the court and said, yeah, we broke our contract, but the contract's illegal, so what? That does not sit well with me personally, or honestly, from the looks of things, the judge assigned to their case. They did not make a good impression. I need to make some fence gates. Just a couple. Do I need sticks for gates? I probably need more sticks for gates. There we go. 2 oak fence gates. Alright. Where was I? Right. So there's been several, this has been going on since, oh god, February? This legal battle's been being fought. And eventually Google did the same thing, Epic did the same thing, but the focus has really been on for the most part, Apple. And we'll just make a 5x5 pen, I think is good. Oh, you want to be... We have chickens. 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll be making 3 pens. And the whole saga here has basically been that Apple is a monopoly, acting monopolistically, and it's harming developers, and judged they've been bad people and they need to be stopped. There's a lot of legal nuance here, and in general, anything that has a legal side to it is always a case of it depends, and the devil is in the details. That's always the case with anything regarding any sort of law or legal thing. Here, chicken. Come on. Both of you, in we go. And we'll grab a gate. Have your fun. There we go. So there's been a lot. It's been a very interesting story to follow. Because what's really at issue here is the walled garden business model. I sold you a piece of hardware with a specific operating system that we designed, and therefore we control access to that operating system and what goes on it. Now, this isn't new to mobile devices, iOS or Android or iPad. This has been going on for a long time now. Granted, there's been more focus on mobile devices. Come on, cows. But this is basically the business model that has been approached for video games, at least, in the console space, forever. In fact, one would argue that that's one of the reasons that Nintendo survived and the Ataris and Amigas of the world did not. Was because they create... Oh, the baby grew up en route. Okay. That distracted me. Because if you think back to the mid-'80s, when we were just making the transition from the arcade world to the world of home consoles, and one of the biggest things that differentiated Nintendo from the Amigas and the Ataris was they had their seal of approval. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen these before. You know, here. Seal of quality. One of these. One of these guys. I'm sure you guys have seen these seals on your favorite Nintendo games forever. Those seals were there because they were curating what games could run on the console. They put their foot down and said, okay, we don't want garbage on our product, as a lot of Atari and Amiga games ended up being, because there was no control. No sort of quality control. That they ended up basically curating the content on the Famicom or NES. What that means, I'm going to navigate, is that they basically created the first walled garden. And you could argue that they still operate in that fashion. As does Xbox, as does PlayStation, as did Sega back in the day. Come, piggies. So, now in the digital age, every console has their own store. Every game that is sold on their particular platform gets a seal of approval, just as it did back in the 80s. And eventually you get all of your games wherever. But they either come from a physical disc that has been signed and written off on by the platform holder, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, what have you, or from their store. Now, yes, there's hacks and cracks and whatnot that you can do to run a homebrew and all that stuff, but that's not officially supported content. And honestly, I think you actually break their terms of service when you do that. Well, actually, I don't want to do that. I want to... you know what? We'll just put a torch in the middle of each of these for now. There we go. Now I need to get some carpets. So, oh, I've still got my... There we go. So now, here's where I find everything interesting. If, let's say, that Epic wins and they find that you should be able to sell whatever content you want, whatever software you want on any platform, that if you make a hardware platform, you cannot control the software that users run on it. Now, the open source guy and the Linux guy in me says, oh my god, that would be awesome. Imagine being able to take an Xbox, or let's just say they go all the way out, and they separate hardware from software. Let's say they do that. So you could take a Android phone and run the PlayStation OS on it and play Xbox games. Not saying the vendors have to support that, but let's say that they have to allow it by law. At that point, what's the difference between a console and a PC? What? What makes the PlayStation or Xbox any different than this? With the Steam and the GOG and the other stores. There is none. You have hardware and software. Now, let's say they don't go that far. And we end up with... Right, it's 2 blocks. Okay. Let's say we end up with... you cannot... Do I even need the gates, to be honest? If I'm going to do this, I really don't, do I? It just looks nice. If I'm going to do the carpet trick. Alright. So let's say... that the makers of a platform, whether that be iPhones or your favorite console or what have you, you're in the way. Let's say they cannot dictate where the games and apps come from. They have to allow side loading of some kind. That's an interesting middle ground, but one that concerns me a bit because of what I do professionally. For those that don't know, I work in IT and I'm a device management specialist. I'm the guy who, if you have a cell phone for work and you have to have a passcode and it has to be encrypted and you can only use a certain app to access your email, yep, that's me. I'm also the guy that makes it so that you have to restart your computer for updates. Yes, it's a power trip. Yes, I enjoy it. Deal with it. Anyway, that's an interesting problem to try and solve. Fuzzy top. Because one of the biggest ways that you secure a cell phone is by only allowing trusted applications to run. And a lot of businesses will take that even one step further and whitelist only specific apps that they allow. I personally don't like doing that. I rather do like allowing them to use whatever apps they like so long as the data is secure. And I do that by saying, no, you cannot sideload apps. No, you cannot jailbreak your phone. No, you cannot root your phone. The apps you run must be from X location and be basically approved through some sort of review process. That is the biggest difference between a mobile device and a computer, a PC. And it's why you don't have to worry to a large extent, about getting viruses on your iPhone, or on your Android phone, or on your Xbox, or on your PlayStation. Viruses aren't a thing. Malware in general isn't a thing on those platforms because the platforms are tightly controlled. Alright, so now I've got to get back to... do I have any bones here? I need to get wheat and stuff so I can start breeding up the cows. I might have some bones down there. Let's check in here. So what does that mean? Honestly, not too much difference from my perspective. From the business world. Because all the management systems will, if this comes to pass, will have some form of restrict side-loaded applications, or restrict applications only from the App Store or Google Play or what have you. For example, on Android right now, I can already say you cannot use the Amazon App Store or any apps from it because those are all side-loaded. I do have some bones here. That'll have to do for now. That'll get me some wheat. Something like that would be implemented for iOS. The problem I have with this solution, though, is that the general mom and pop, your grandma, your mom, your aunt, your uncle, on their personal phone, do not have those options. They do not have that person there saying, no, you can't do this. And kids especially will be in a position to... anyone who's managed or tried to keep a computer in one piece that is used by children that have any level of tech awareness, I'm not even going to call it savviness, I'm going to call it awareness of how computers operate, they get viruses. Straight up. Unless you have my level of technical ability, or better, I'm not going to say I'm the best, by any means. But unless you have an IT administrator's mindset, and believe me, my kids are going to, when I have them, are going to hate me with a passion. Because of the knowledge I have and the way I can control their computer. And will control their computer. Don't you ever doubt that if and when I have children, that my IT management experience will not come into play on their PCs or their phones. WhatsApp? Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. If I had a kid right now, I'd probably be blocking TikTok too. Alright, so we'll let that grow for a bit. I need to go collect up some sugar cane so we can start making paper. But the general population does not have that option. So the security aspect of that walled garden model is actually very, very important. Simply because that is the primary method for keeping those devices safe. They do not need to implement any sort of high-level antivirus or malware protection on a phone, simply because the apps can only come from one place, and that is a trusted source for those apps. Should I rebuild this farm over by the house? That might actually be worthwhile. Nah, well, I'll grind out bones and stuff to get all of that. So, right now it's very up in the air. And let's be honest, we will not know the outcome of this whole ordeal for years. It's going to be a few years. There's going to be several phases. There's going to be hearings. There's going to be rulings passed down that will invariably get appealed. I mean, this is going to go on for a while. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. So where does that leave us today? Well, it looks like Congress, at least in general, agrees that the way Apple and a lot of the big tech companies run themselves is not in the public interest. It's monopolistic in their minds. And so there's that side of this story too, where we have to wonder, is the laws surrounding how this is handled, is that going to change in the midst of this? Is that going to be a problem that we're going to have to address? No, I've got some food here. Let's throw it over on this campfire. Are they going to pass? And I would absolutely love it if they did, because a lot of the laws that govern the modern technology landscape are from the 60s and 70s. And we've kind of retrofitted them to fit the modern landscape. And they don't do a good job. They really don't. Current copyright law, current economics laws, antitrust laws, they just really don't fit the current landscape. And the courts, I do not envy them their job of trying to adjudicate and apply these late 20th century rules. Turn off my fan. Late 20th century rules to 21st century problems. We do need a 21st century revisit, as it were, to how those things are handled. And I would actually applaud Congress for doing so. But as is anything in a government context, those changes take time. And they're not always going to go the way we would like them to go. So, we, along with everybody else, are in a wait and see situation. And will be for a while. But that's just my ramblings of a random IT guy. Those are my concerns. Let's go plant our sugar cane along this river over here. This looks like a good place to throw up a bunch of sugar cane. We can get our papers. I hate that you can stack. Now I've got to actually carefully place each of these. So it's going to be an interesting time to see how that plays out. And honestly, I don't see Epic winning this case. And honestly, I don't think they ever intended to. I think their whole goal in the whole affair was to get visibility on the issue. And they've done that in spades. They see what they believe to be a problem. And their resolution to that problem has been to stand on a mountaintop and scream. And we'll breed up some piggies. Now this is going to cost them a not insignificant penny. Or number of pennies, if you want to be technical. And in the end, I really do think they'll reach some form of settlement. Although, knowing Tim Sweeney and the way he handles things... No. They very well may take this all the way through trial and judgment, and we'll see what comes of it. Let's see. I think I've only got about another hour or so tonight. The stream. Let's see how the stream's been behaving. We've had 0 dropped frames. Very few missed frames for other reasons, mainly from when I've been alt-tabbing. Ah! Water, hi. So, this will be a time will tell situation. But it's an interesting thought experiment in the meantime. So if you're in chat or if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what you think. Because I'm curious. I genuinely am. Curious about what people think about the whole ordeal. Is it being overplayed? Is Epic right? Is Apple right? Would you like to be able to run whatever software from wherever on any device? I mean, that's the open source community's dream, isn't it? To be able to run whatever you want, however you want, on whatever you want. Isn't that how that's supposed to work for them? I'll be honest, I never subscribed to the entirety of the open source arguments, but there is a certain appeal to it, I have to admit. Give me the bone meal. Bloop. So, let's see. Can I put sweet berries in? I can put sweet berries in there. Interesting. Okay. Let's... Got a few pieces of bone meal, so let's target these ones here. That I can then replant. I need cows. I need lots of cows. I really probably should just rebuild this farm over by my house. At least a small one. That can supply just my needs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. Because I'll be honest, I am not a... I take no sides in anything. I do not play fanboy games at all. This was sweet berries. Throw those in there. Let's harvest this little sweet berry farm here. Oh. Sweet berries are actually a very good thing to have around. Until you step in them, then they suck. Alright. Got any more grow? That's a grow. Is that a full grow? That was a full grow. There's one. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting... I swear to God, if you trample my field... Oh. No! Alright. Those sweet berry bushes, they kill the cats. Excuse me, I'm borrowing your bed. Why are you glowing? What did you do to me? Get me out of here. It's a shame I don't have any fishes. Let's see. Oh, we are getting some grow here while I'm waiting. Yeah, I should probably take some seeds over. Grab a water bucket. Make myself at least a little farm. So that I can get the wheat and stuff that I need. Just by nature of bone meal. So we'll take the sweet seeds I've got here. Oh, let's take the sugar cane. This is the house I stayed in the early game, so I've still got some stuff here. Did I really turn that much into white? Okay. That's mildly disappointing. Okay. Oh, that's right. I didn't ride the horse over here. Okay. So we'll run our butt back. And you know what? Let's take... some carrots as well. I need mainly wheat. Because that will breed the cows and chickens. Oh. In other tech geeky news, new Ryzen processors. The 5000 series. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm running a 3900 XT. I was running a Ryzen 7 1700 prior. I was one of the early adopters for first gen Ryzen. It's actually... where is it? It's that motherboard there. On top of that bin. That motherboard has suffered some reliability issues. Mainly due to my cat. She had a bad habit of laying on top of my computer, which at the time was in a fractal design Meshify C with the power button on top. Which means she would lay on top and press the power button that was on top and hold it. Because she'd lay on it. And that ends up causing the machine to power up and then turn off. Power up and then turn off. And anyone who knows anything about how a computer is turned on from an electrical standpoint understands that that is the most wear-inducing thing you can do to a system. You are basically punching it with voltage to wake it up. And she was causing it to do that over and over and over and over again. She'd sometimes sleep up there overnight. So I was getting some weird stability issues with it that I'm really attributing to that. So I ended up upgrading, replacing the motherboard, memory, and CPU to an X570 board, my 3900 XT and 32 gigs of fresh memory. And that was 2 months ago. Yeah. Suffice it to say, I will not be upgrading. It is too much money, too soon. Though, here's the wrinkle. And it's a rather big wrinkle. Ryzen 5000 series will be compatible with 500 series boards. Which means my new motherboard with a BIOS update, or even without one, supposedly, there's rumors that it might not even need a BIOS update. I would probably do it anyway. But there are rumors that it would not even require a BIOS update. It would be a drop-in replacement for my 3900 XT. That is appealing. Now, obviously, they haven't launched yet. We're still in the wait for verified reviews situation. But it's an intriguing proposition nonetheless. Though, push comes to shove, I will probably not. Simply because I do not need the extra performance that such an upgrade would bring me. In fact, the only reason I have the Ryzen 9 CPU that I do is because I like to run virtual machines to run server stuff and try out things. It is a playground. And it is how I learn a lot of the things that I use in my day-to-day work. So that's why. Wow, I need a drink. Squeaky. So. On paper, it looks very promising. And I mean very promising. Now, if they have actually managed to pull off the kind of performance uplift that they claim, that is huge. And it means that Intel is in real trouble. And at this point, there's no reason to believe they haven't. Because while their graphics card launches have been rather underwhelming, I mean, I'm running a 1080 Ti for a reason. They have not been really pulling our legs on the CPU side of things. So it will be interesting. Oh, okay. I'll just let that grow. So it's going to be interesting to see when the likes of J2Sense and Gamers Nexus and Linus get their hands on these new CPUs, what that performance uplift actually looks like. Because if it's really that substantial, did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Okay. Because if the uplift is really that substantial, it might be time to upgrade my wife's computer. Let's put it that way. Which is honestly what I wanted to do this year to begin with. I really did want to upgrade her computer. Because her computer is a KB Lake i7, if I remember. An i7 7700. I believe that's what it is. Which would mean that she would get a very sizable uplift in terms of just overall performance. And I also want to get her on SSDs. But with the way the world has been, I have stopped making plans. Let's put it that way. 2020 has become the year of plans go bye-bye. If you have a plan, throw it away. If you were making plans, don't bother. Which is honestly fine by me. I'm a guy that tends to fly by the seat of his pants most of the time. I take each day one at a time. You guys still aren't? Okay. I take each day as it comes, and we get what we get. Mainly because anytime I've ever made a plan, I've had to change said plan. For some reason, for somebody. So, in my mind, that leaves very little reason to actually make said plan. You just don't do it. If I'm going to have to change my plan, I tend to not make plans. Unless the plan is really necessary. Hello, chickens. You have more eggs for me? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. So that's where that sits. Well, let's see. What was the other news this week? New console pre-orders and stuff went up. I didn't get one. Nobody. Nvidia announces new graphics cards. That was a whole mess. I also won't be upgrading. We're both on 10 series GPUs. I'm on a 1080 Ti. My wifey's on a 1070. They're more than enough for the games we play at the frame rates we want to play them at. So, why change? I mean, granted, this is Minecraft. That's more CPU bound than anything else. They should really do that. You want to test single thread performance? Here, let's take a look. Task manager. Performance. Let's do quick on the fly. Quick on the fly. Task manager. Here we go. Perfect. Go back into Minecraft. Now keep in mind I am rendering the stream on this CPU. So you tell me if I'm a little overkill on the processor. Just a little on the overkill. Minecraft does not scale at all. I think there are very few applications, maybe a Cinebench 1 core run, that is more single threaded than something like Minecraft. But suffice it to say that my computer is at the point, and we can just hide that now, is at the point where it's good enough for me. So I see no reason to upgrade it. Would I always love the latest and greatest? Sure. Of course I would. If you could have the new model car every year, would you get the new model car every year? Yeah, of course you would. Well, I might not. I probably wouldn't. I'm kind of weird that way. But that's just me being me. I don't tend to make big changes often. And I actually wouldn't have moved to the 3700, the 3900, is it 3900 XT, if I had a perfectly fine working X370 board for my 1700. Alright, what was I working on? Alright, I need to find the... Where did I put... I did make one. Where did I put it? Let's see. It's not in here. Did I put it down by the skelly spawner? I might have actually done that. I may have decided... Oh, I actually need some iron. So let's grab this while we're coming down. Okay. I may have put it down here by the skelly spawner. With the intention... No, I did not. What do you think? It might actually be better to expand this room. Because let's see. The skelly spawner is literally like right there. So let's make it a 4 high room. Let's see. So that high. Torches. Give me some torches. I actually do want to. And let's grab some cobblestone to close off up there. And we'll dig this up. I've got a bit of a landing up here so we can use that to even it out. Perfect. This will come down. Let's just... And let's stretch this out a bit. And we'll put our enchanter down here. I don't know where I put it though. That's mildly concerning. It took me forever to get the diamonds and obsidian required for it. Oh, I should... Trapdoor, trapdoor. Can I make a trapdoor? I cannot. Because that's a trapdoor. And trapdoors. There we go. No falling down the holy. And actually, I want to bring this wall back one or two more. And we can think about decorating it at some point. But the whole point of this place is to be functional for now. Oh, look, iron. We need that. I'm running very, very low on the iron. Actually, come to think of it. Let's see, what is it? 15 bookshelves you need for enchanting? I think it's 15. Probably 15. It's probably 15 bookshelves. Oh, look at that. More iron. So I probably want a nice 5x5 area that I can work with. I think we'll expand this wall out to match the cutout that I just had to make for the iron. I don't feel like filling it back in. And we'll place torches. We'll put the granite back up here. There we go. And we'll widen this wall one more. And then we can put our enchanting station down here. Store all of the lapis down here. If I ever decide to open this server up, which I might at some point, it's entirely possible. It's not a very powerful server. It's like 2 CPU cores and a couple of gigs of RAM. Honestly, so it's nothing special at all. Alright, let's put down the chests. Now we'll put them here. That way if we ever do anything with the skeletons with hoppers or whatnot, it should be relatively easy to pipe it over. There's actually quite a few of you here now. Let's see. Oh, that's a good sound. I like that sound. Yeah, not the greatest farm in the world. Certainly. And I can't stand too close, otherwise they can't see me and shoot me. And let's do... And sometimes I can't get all the... That's a... Oh, that's because my inventory is full. Duh. Okay. Arrows, arrows. Arrows, arrows. Bow, bow. The bones are what I need. What's really fun is when you get them to accidentally shoot each other. Ow. Well, that bow was in sorry shape. Alright. That should be enough to get us some more moo cows. Alright, we are getting towards the end of the stream for tonight. I will come up here and breed up the cows one more time, I think. But then I think we're going to call it for the evening. It's great. It's a great feeling to be back. It really is. I have missed streaming over the past few weeks. Any friends? No, I should probably build a nice protected passageway through there. And get some sleep. Okay. Let's go get our wheat. Yeah, I've got the room. Let's throw the iron in here. That can get smelted. And carrots. Bone meal. Get all the bones. And... oh, you jerk. This was a nice piece of land here that you just totally ruined. Oh well, I've got a chest full of dirt over here. We'll fix it. You. Come here. This here is my patent pending creeper detonation farm. Dang it. Did they change how creepers behave so they don't go in water anymore? I used to like to just draw them into some body of water so they couldn't blow up anything. What happened to all the... did I not grab a full stack? I probably didn't grab a full stack. Fix up my yard. Darn creepers. I suppose I could have added the the anti-creeper. Oh, no. We cannot have that. No. That is no. Oh, and it completely destroyed some of it. Alright. This is going to be weird until I come through and do a harvest. Because those leaves will not go away. That's disappointing. Oh, well. Alright. We'll just go breed up the cows. It's getting late. And Minecraft is one of these games where if I don't tell myself, nope, we are done, I will never be done. It is just one of those games. Why do I have one tree? Hello, moo cows. Everybody happy? Okay. Alright. With that, I do want to thank everyone for watching. Where what? Oh, no. Okay. I do want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you'll join me on Thursday around the same time, where we'll be back here in Minecraft, but it will be on Linux. So I hope you'll join me then. There I do have my shaders. So things look a lot better. So I want to thank everybody. Say bye. And I hope everyone will join me on Thursday. Thank you so much for watching, and good night.